This video I'm going to talk some more shit about the P90X. I guess the reason why I'm making this video is because I guess there's people out there that are responding to my other video, and this is my video response to that response. I don't argue, so I'm not here to argue and debate with people. I'm just here to be real and express my opinion, my thoughts on certain things. And if you want to express yourself, you're free to do so, but it doesn't mean that I have to listen. Just like you don't have to listen to my video. You can post your video wherever you want to post it and let people listen to your video. I'm going to do the same for me. I shut off the comments because I don't care to hear any of that. I just want to express my thoughts about this. As stated, I believe that the P90X is doing a good thing for society. So clearly it is much better than people fighting and the combat sport and all that. But I'm just stating the disadvantages and the weaknesses that I see within that training program. I see that training program is for beginners. It's for people that are, looking to lose weight, people that are already out of shape, not too fit. It's not for the advanced. It's not for the elite. It's not for the people that are at extremely high athleticism. This is just something that is just the bare basics of fitness. And what I don't like about the 90-day thing is, why does it have to be 90 days? Basically, I'm saying, what I'm promoting, FMK is representing, is way beyond this P90X thing. The only difference is the P90X has they have the whole marketing scheme down, the whole commercialization. They got the money, the dollars, and they got the person, the white Caucasian man promoting the thing, blowing it up big and everything. But what I'm saying is that real fitness, real health, something that's pure is usually underground. I mean, it's not going to be out there in the commercial. There's a lot of people on YouTube, for example, that have taken their fitness that way beyond what this whole P90X thing is. But it's just that this is what the people are focused on. Just kind of like how the people are focused on the cage fight and the MMA. It's similar to the fitness industry and this P90X thing, is that the people that are promoting this thing, they're not necessarily at the most fit out there. They just have good management skills, good marketing skills, good sales skills, and they're just marketing something to the public and just generating a bunch of money. But as far as like overall optimum fitness, it's not even close. That's the way that I see it. What they're promoting, this 90-day thing, is just not the correct mentality. Fitness is a lifestyle. Fitness is a way of life. Fitness is forever. So this whole 90-day scheme thing is just ridiculous. The way I see it, it should be P90X. You should be doing this for your whole life. And the whole thing about the muscle confusion thing, yeah, of course you want to vary up the exercises and what you do in order to promote the muscles to grow and to basically not plateau and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, no matter how much you confuse the muscles, there's still going to be a point where it's going to be a challenge to take it to the next level. But my thing is, what's this whole thing about being afraid of weights? Why are these people that are promoting the calisthenics afraid of weights? Clearly they're not using weights in this program, and that becomes one of the major downfalls. Is weight training is an extremely important supplement to your overall muscle development. Your body should be capable of adapting to whatever you need it to do, no matter if it's lifting weights or lifting your own body weight. These exercises that they're having people perform is nothing extraordinary. It's just basic stuff. The real athletes, the people that are really at a high level, they're doing things with their body that this stuff cannot even touch. And you see, like I said, some people on YouTube, fitness feats. Just like Bruce would demonstrate, 2-finger push-ups, full plank push-ups. We got the human flag. We got iron crosses. We got all sorts of fitness demos that are way beyond what we see in this P90X. So basically what I'm saying is that P90X is nothing compared to some of the athleticism that you may see in the Olympics, for example. And that's what we should be aiming for. We should not be just satisfied with this mediocre stuff. Okay? I see that fitness is a lifestyle, and as stated, you should not be afraid of the weight, to pick up a weight. You know what I mean? Doing push-ups and all that is great, but if you can't even, if you're afraid of the bench press, there's something clearly that is your downfall. Weighted squats and things like that is very important for your development, and that's something that they're not introducing within that program. Something else that I'll bring up, for example, is a pull-up bar is a piece of equipment. You know, if you're pulling yourself up on something, that's a piece of equipment too. So imagine if you had some fitness program that didn't believe in pull-up bars. Clearly there's a huge downfall right there. They're going to have very underdeveloped back muscles. And if you don't believe in weights, you're going to have very underdeveloped bicep muscles, because it's hard to target the biceps without using some type of weight. Even the shoulders, you know what I mean? Doing the military press is something that's very beneficial for your muscle development for your shoulders. Shoulder, push-ups is not enough for that. So basically what I'm saying is that we should be developed in all areas of fitness, and your body should not be limited by any of these mentalities. You know, like how, that you don't need weights, or the people that all they do is lift weights and they don't do the body weight. Pretty much, and then also the whole 90-day thing, I don't agree with that. I see that it's a lifetime development, and here at FMK I'm going to pump out the videos and show you that it is a lifetime thing. As long as I'm up, I'm going to keep putting up videos almost every day to demonstrate that, hey, we're training every single day, and this is not for 90 days. This is more closer to 90 years that we'll be training. And every day is going to be a little something different. When you pop in those videos, you're seeing the same thing over and over again. So how is that muscle confusion if you're seeing the same things over and over again? And you don't see any use of the bench press or weighted squats and things like that. So clearly there's a lot of downfalls within that program, and they're not bringing people to the highest level. Because obviously the audience is not prepared for a higher level of training. The audience is mainly just wanting to lose fat, lose weight. So they got to cater the training to the people that are beginners. But for the people that are advanced, ready for the next level, this is something that training is not providing. And that's something that I want to try to provide to the public through the videos that I produce. As stated, this is a lifetime training, and simple exercises, even like the simple basic push-up, if you're at a high level, then instead of doing 100, try to see if you can do 200 straight. Something simple like a basic pull-up, if you're at a high level, rather than doing 50, let's see if you can do 100. Really, every person that is athletically gifted could challenge themselves with basic exercises to see how far they could get. But I pretty much guarantee you that the people that are that this P90X is focusing on, most of them, they're not at that level. They can't do 50 dips. They might not even be able to do 10. They can't do 50 pull-ups. They might not even be able to do 10. They can't do 100 push-ups. They might not even be able to do 20. This is catered for the beginners. For the people that are advanced, they gotta look to ways of challenging their bodies beyond just the bare minimum or just the basics. When you can do so many push-ups, then it might be time to challenge yourself with a bench press and look for other ways of performing push-ups that are much more difficult than what is being presented in these videos. So basically, I'm letting people know that that right there is just the beginning. There's a lot more ahead for people to develop that's beyond what you see there. And for the most part, it is something that is on the ground, because most of the people out there, they're not going to buy a video if they can't even follow along with the instructor of what he's presenting. And I'm trying to educate the public and showing them a higher level of training that's beyond the simplest things that we see. And it's even something with the weights. For example, with the weights, you know, the nice thing about the weights is that a beginner might grab 5-pound dumbbells because they're a beginner. But if you're really that strong and you know, you need a challenge, then rather than grabbing the 5 pounds, you grab 60-pound dumbbells, and you'll see how difficult a simple exercise could be adjusted to challenge you. And that's the thing that weights could provide, you know, that calisthenics not all the time can give you that challenge. Okay, so you might have somebody that has difficulty doing 10 push-ups, and then you're easily popping out like almost 100 push-ups or 200 push-ups. So then, but throw you under that bench press and keep loading on that weight, and then you're gonna have a difficult time doing 10 reps. So that's kind of what I'm talking about, is that weights should not be avoided, but at the same token, your body should be capable of performing almost any fitness feat that you can imagine. And we clearly are not all we all clearly have room for improvement, and we can always reach a higher level. So we always train ourselves constantly to get to that next level through variations and not having the limitations as far as not using weights or using weights and things like that. See that everything has to be put together, and we should be challenged in many different ways in order to see where we can take our bodies. The way that I see it is that a martial artist, what he's supposed to represent is optimum fitness across all boards, across everything. He should be able to do everything with his body imaginable.